is called,
Recording in progress.
every year they have what is called, uh, one second, let me just check one thing here. Okay. Every year they have what is called a Sound Healing Summit. And they have about 50 to or so specialists from all over the world talking about sound healing. And there's a lot of development and new research coming out in this field. Lots of new people have joined this field, and I will just show you one screen to give you a feel of how popular it is. Let me share screen. What you
Recording in progress.
what you see here is just the first page. It says 5-day seminar from 27th of June to July 1. Today is the last day. People are doing voice, humming, mantras, drums, bowls, gongs, flutes, all kinds of instruments. And here we just see about 8 of them. But there are many, many more specialists, and I'll give you a short summary of what they're doing. One second. So I'm back here. So some of the research that they have talked about is blood work. You know, sound healing is not just music. What they did, this is only at the experimental stage. It is not yet fully available. But you know, sometimes we need blood transfusion. We need white blood, red blood, for because we are weak, or we take different type of tonics to improve our blood, or we take injections. They've done experiments just with sound, pure sound, that can increase. So what they did, the blood, or the quality of the blood, and the red, what is called red blood cells. So they took in 2 bottles. One, they just left it in an air conditioned room, and the other bottle they put in an air conditioned room with sound. They had a couple, a man and a woman. The man was making sounds, just pure natural sounds like this. Ooh, ooh. Whatever sound was coming from his heart, just a very natural, just like the universe is talking to him. He made those sounds, and his wife was playing on a piano. And they looked at these two. They compared these 2 bottles of blood, and 1 hour later, in one bottle which was not exposed to the sound, all the blood had dried up. The red cells had died. In the other bottle, not only were they healthy, they had increased in number, and all of them were healthy and strong. So this shows that with sound coming through our body, if we are in a natural state of receiving, of gratitude, of peace, that type of sound coming in our body can do us a lot of good. Another experiment they did, and they've got instruments right now for what is called ADHD. A lot of young people, I don't know whether it's common in the rest of the world, but in the Western world, young boys, some girls too, but mainly boys have this problem called ADHD. They cannot concentrate. It's called uh, autoimmune deficiency disorder. And so they've got this instrument which they can create sound waves in the house. So these boys now, when they are at home, they are not distracted, they are peaceful. So it can bring calmness to our bodies for these strange cases. So can you imagine, it can do so many other goods to people who are like old, or people who are weak. uh, there are people are doing this not only one-on-one, or like here small groups. There's one guy who had a presentation in Taiwan, China. Taiwan, 5,000 people attended it for an hour and a half, just listening to sound, different types of sounds, like from bowls, instruments, singing, toning. And we'll do some toning today. That's a very good thing to do. And so also, you know, our rishis thousands of years ago, they knew that our cells in our body are connected to all the planets in the universe. And now some research is being performed, and some mathematics to prove that that is can happen. So when we meditate, we are connecting ourselves to the whole universe, and we are all in that way connected. So that's a lot of research, lots of new development, and let's continue staying with this process. So before I give you a presentation, I got a short presentation, a video. Before that, let's do 5 minutes of sound healing. Okay, I'll turn on the bowls. If you want to close your eyes, feel these waves coming through your body. Feel any part of your body that is not that's has some tension, and feel those waves coming through your body, through your brain, and bringing healing and peace to all the cells in your body. So I'll let you look at my bowls. So I have real bowls here. Hopefully you can see them. These are the bowls. That one's a crystal bowl. The rest are all metal bowls. Okay, and I'll show you from time to time, but now I will just start. If you close your eyes and focus on the sound going through your body. Take a deep breath. If you want to close your eyes, just visualize you're in a peaceful place and feel these sound waves matching all the vibrations in the millions of cells in your body. taking deep, slow breaths and visualize these waves going to every cell in our bodies. Okay, if you take a short break, you can open your eyes. I want to show you a short video clip of a lady called Maria Shriver. She was President Kennedy's niece. So I'll show you this clip. And she is interviewing three people. And after that, we'll talk about what that interview was all about. So if you listen to this.
Have you kind of had a process throughout the ages? Have you always exercised? Have you always prioritized sleep? Have you always eaten well? Have there been things you've done throughout your life that people could learn from?
Yes, I have exercised my whole adult life. I've always taken exercise classes. As a matter of fact, I didn't stop until the COVID shutdown. And I think the exercise is very important also for the socializing.
And you've always I read, kind of adopted a beginner's mind with things that you've done. How important has that been in your life, learning new things and kind of seeing yourself as a beginner?
Well, I'm a constant beginner. I think it keeps you alive. I keep reading. I enjoy reading, but I think it's important also. And every once in a while, I get an economics book that's hard to understand and work on it, or some other topic.
So yeah, I would love for us all to reach 95 like her. You're a real role model, Lottie. So how do you get there? Well, we know some of the science. It's pretty easy. There are five main things you can do to live, to guarantee that you try to guarantee that you live another 14 years. There's exercise, which Lottie does. There's maintain muscle. There's eat the right diet. You know, the Mediterranean diet, if you like red wine, and mostly plant-based food, not a lot of red meat. That's also very healthy. The other thing is eat less often. We know from animals and human history, and now from human studies, that eating 3 meals a day with snacks is not good for the body because it turns off the body's defenses. And the other things you should do are have a good social life with which is what Lottie said. Don't take life too seriously.
Dr. Sinclair, can you walk us through what you do on a daily basis? What is your protocol? What do you take? Eat one meal. I know you move, you exercise, you on Zooms, you use weights, but what do you take and what exactly do you do on a daily basis?
Well, it's like you said. I'm trying to do all the right things. I'm trying to move, lose my breath once in a while, go for walks. I have a standing desk, so I'm not sitting down so much. I also try to eat the right things. I do eat one meal a day usually, but I wouldn't say everyone should try that tomorrow. You've got to work up to it. But I think 3 meals, 3 full meals a day plus snacks is not good for long-term health.
Yeah, Dr. Maroon, let me ask you because I know you've done some triathlons. How did running change your life?
Well, it saved my life, actually, Maria. My father died at age 60, and I went through a very bad depressive episode. And I thought my life was over, quite frankly. And the banker called me one day and said, "You need to go for a run with me, Joe. You're overweight. You're not doing well." And I said, "I can't hardly walk." But we went to a high school track. I made it around 4 times. And that night I said, "Never again. I'm exhausted after 1 mile." And that was the first night I slept in about 4 months. And something went off. I went back the next day. I did a mile and a quarter, mile and a half, 2 miles. Pretty soon I learned to swim and bike, and over out of balance life that I was leading to be successful in life. I was very successful, but it all collapsed when the midlife crisis hit, and I had to pick myself up. And it was the running and the exercise. And I found I rebalanced my neurotransmitters. I started to lose weight unintentionally from doing the right things. My mind function came back. And I determined my diet improved, all because I was doing the right thing. And I determined then, this was 35 years ago, that my goal in life was to die young, as late as possible.
Ah, I like that.
And what we're talking about is not complicated. It's about two secrets, if you would, Maria. Now, the first secret is to have the right genes. That's 20 to 25% of your longevity. Number two is to do everything David said. The epigenetic factors, those factors, diet, exercise, avoiding environmental toxins, and very, very important, controlling stress. How do you control stress? Meditation, prayer, exercise, yoga, tai chi. The first thing I would say, Maria, is what the Buddhist philosophy says: be mindful and aware of where you are in your life and what you're doing on a daily basis. Or take a walk, 30 minutes.
Okay, there you are. Good advice. You know, yeah, like he says, I want to die young, but as late as possible. So you stay young to the time you're ready to move on. So you're young and healthy. And very simple things like Buddhist philosophy, just practice not eating too much, eating less often, exercise, meditation. And what we're doing here is a form of meditation, sound healing. Not only we are going into a peaceful state, we are getting music which adds to the vibrations. So talking about vibrations, everyone should participate. I don't want you to just listen, I want you to participate. So let's just all do some singing. Singing is very good voice for the voice. It does for the thyroid. It helps those vibrations go through our own body. We listen to those sounds, and that energizes all the cells. So we'll do one Om, and then we'll do a Sidney Poitier, that Amen song. Okay? Let's do Om. 3 or 4 times we do it, and then we'll do it again. Everybody, if you want to unmute yourself so we can hear each other, and let's do Om. Om. Feel all the stuff stars giving you energy. Om. Your sound waves are going through all your cells and making them happy, energizing them. Once again, Om. Once again, Om. Okay, now we'll do the Sidney Poitier song, little more upbeat. Okay. Amen. That one, to the tune. I'll sing the tune, and if you want to say, if you want to say amen, you can say amen. If you want to say om, that's fine too. Okay, everybody. Amen. 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 One more time. Amen. 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 Let's do it with the Om. Same tune. Om. 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 Very good. These waves are doing good to your body. It's exercising the vagus nerve. All the nerves in the body get excited and get come back into life. Instead of being lazy and diseased, they get energy. One more time, three more times. Just a plain Om. 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 Very good. Yes, practice that at home. Just do the Om, and it's so peaceful. If you think it is nothing, it really does a lot of good for our body, physically, for our throat, for the thyroid, for the vagus nerve. Very good exercise. Okay, we got about 15 minutes, so let's do about 10 to 12 minutes of sound healing. If you want to close your eyes, we'll go through another session of bowls. Now next time I'm going to get some flute and also a drum, because I've noticed a lot of these healers are using multiple instruments besides voice and gongs and bowls. But for the present, let's stay with bowls. So if you want to relax, take a deep breath, and I will talk very little. Just close your eyes and feel the vibrations. Feel healthy waves going through your body. In our body, we have so many organs: the heart, the lungs, the brain. Each of them have different frequencies. All our cells have different frequencies. And these sound waves, they go in and bring those frequencies in harmony. So if there's something not in the right frequency, it will entrain. The word is called entrain to the correct frequency coming from these bowls. So that is a very healthy process. In this silent period between the bowl sounds, there is silence, and healing happens in our body during that silence. Okay, with that, I think we can bring this to a close. If you want to rub your eyes, stretch your fingers, stretch your arms, come out of this relaxation, meditation position, and come back to the world the outside world. Our brain waves are probably from very low, now it goes back to normal of 40 cycles per second to deal with the world of grocery stores and cooking and buses and trains and life. So thank you for being with me for the last 3 years. I think this is my third anniversary, or either this month or sometime like this. 3 years ago I started, and thank you, Saleh, for giving me this opportunity. And I will expand the instruments the next time. And if anyone has any comments, please unmute yourself and share your thoughts.
Yes, we need to celebrate, Lauren.
Yes.
You have to